Once upon a time,
I wish
in a far-off kingdom,
more than anything,
lived a fair maiden,
more than love,
a sad young lad,
more than true love,
and a childless baker.
more than love. I wish
with his wife,
more than anything,
more than the moon.
I wish the king is giving a festival.
More than life,
I wish to go to the festival.
more than riches.
Oh, my cow would give us some milk. More than anything.
I wish we had
I
time.
want to try. I wish to go to the festival. Give us some milk, oh, I give a chocolate wish. You wish to go to the festival.
The poor girl's mother had died.
You Cinderella festival. You wish to go to the festival, the king's festival.
And her father had taken for his new wife
The festival.
a woman with $2 of her own.
Look at your nail, look at your dress. People with love, never the less. I see we should go to the festival and dance before the queen. Ha, 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 ha.
All three were beautiful of face, but vile and black of heart. Jack, on the other hand, had no father, and his mother,
I wish,
well, she was not quite beautiful.
I wish my son were not a fool. I wish my house was not a mess. I wish the cow was full of milk. I wish the walls were full of gold. I wish a lot of things. You foolish child, what is with the cow inside the house?
A warm environment might be just what Milky White needs to produce his milk.
It's a she, Jack. How many times must I tell you? Only she's can give milk.
Why, come in, little girl.
I wish it's not for me, it's for my granny in the woods. A loaf of bread, please, to bring my poor old hungry granny in the woods. Just a loaf of bread, please.
Cinderella's stepmother had a surprise for her.
I have emptied a pot of lentils into the ashes for you. If you have picked them out in 2 hours' time, then you shall go to the ball with us.
And perhaps a sticky bun or four.
Birds in the sky, birds in the eaves, and the leaves, and the fields, and the castles and mine.
And a few of those high
Little birds, down from the eaves, out of leaves, over fields, out of castles and mine.
Listen well, son. Milky White must be taken to market.
Mother, no, he's the best cow.
Was. She's been dry for a week. We've no food, no money, and no choice but to sell her while we can still command a price.
Oh, Milky White is my best friend in the whole entire world.
Look at her! There are bugs on her dugs. There are flies in her eyes. There's a lump on her rump big enough to be a hump.
But
Son, we've no time to sit and dither while her withers wither with her. And no one keeps a cow for a friend. Sometimes I fear you're touched. Into the woods, it's time to go. I hate to leave, I have to go. Into the woods, it's time, and so I must begin my journey. Into the woods and through the trees to where I am expecting them. Into the woods to grandmother's house. Into the woods to grandmother's house. You're certain of your way. The way is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood. I sort of hate to ask it, but do you have a basket?
don't strain me late.
And save some of those sweets for Granny.
because the baker lost his mother and father in a baking accident, well, at least that's what he believed, he was eager to have a family of his own, and was concerned that all efforts till now had failed.
We have sold our last loaf of bread.
It's the witch from next door. We have no bread.
Of course you have no bread.
What do you wish?
It's not what I wish. It's what you wish. Nothing cooking in there now, is there?
The old enchantress went on to tell the couple she had placed a spell on their house.
What spell?
In the past, when you were no more than a babe, your father brought his young wife and you to this cottage. They were a handsome couple, but not handsome neighbors. You see, your mother was but a child, and she had developed an unusual appetite. She took one look at my beautiful garden and told your father that what she wanted more than anything in the world was greens, greens, and nothing but greens, parsley, peppers, cabbages, and celery, asparagus, and watercress, and beetleborns, and lettuce. He said, all right, but it wasn't quite, because I caught him in the autumn in my garden one night. He was robbing me, raping me, running through my rutabaga, raiding my arugula, and ripping up the rampion, my champion, my favorite. I should have laid a spell on him right there. Would have turned him into a stone, or a dog, or a chair. But I let him have the rampion, I lots to spare. In return, however, I said, fair is fair. You can let me have the baby that your wife will bear. And we'll call it square.
I had a brother?
No, but you had a sister.
But the witch refused to tell him any more of his sister, not even that her name was Rapunzel. She went on.
I thought I'd been more than reasonable, and that we all might live happily ever after. But how was I to know what your father had also hidden in his pocket? You see, when I inherited that garden, my mother warned me I would be punished if I were ever to lose any of the beans. Beans? The special beans. I let him go. I didn't know he'd stolen my beans. I was watching him crawl back over the wall, and then bang, crash, and the lightning flash. And well, that's another story. Never mind. Anyway, that the big day came, and I made my claim. Oh, don't take away the baby, they shrieked and screeched, but I did it, and I hit her. Well, she'll never be reached. Your father cried, and your mother died. When for extra measure, I admit it was a pleasure. I said, sorry, I'm still not mollified. And I laid a little spell on them. You too, son. That your family tree would always be a barren one. Ha ha. So, there's no more fuss and there's no more scenes in my garden front. You should see my nectarines, but I'm telling you the same I tell kings and queens. They'll never, ever, never mess around with my green. Especially the beans.
Lead Milky White to market and fetch the best price you can. Take no less than 5 pounds. Are you listening to me, Jack?
Yes, Mother.
Now, how much are you to ask?
No more than 5 pounds. Less than 5.
Jack, 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 head in a sack. The house is getting colder. This is not a time for dreaming. Chimney stack starting to crack. The mice are getting bolder. The floor's gone slack. Your mother's getting older. Your father's not back. And you can't just sit here dreaming pretty dreams. To wish and meet from day to day. We'll never keep the wolves away. So into the woods the time is now. We have to live, I don't care how. Into the woods to sell the cow. You must begin the journey. Straight through the woods and don't delay. You have to face the marketplace. Into the woods to journey's end.
Into the woods to sell a friend.
Someday you'll have a real pet, Jack.
A piggy?
Meanwhile, the witch, for purposes of her own, explained to the baker how he might lift the spell.
You wish to have the curse reversed, I'll need a certain potion first. Go to the wood and bring me back. 1, the cow as white as milk. 2, the cape as red as blood. 3, the hair as yellow as corn. 4, the slipper as pure as gold. Bring me these before the chime of midnight in 3 days' time, and you shall have, I guarantee, a child as perfect as child can be. go to the woods. Ladies, a carriage waits.
Now may I go to the festival?
The festival? Darling those nails, darling those clothes, lentils of what you darling with those, you make us the fool. The festival is Lord by the Prince.
The carriage is waiting.
We must be gone.
Good night, Father.
Oh, good night.
I wish.
Look what I found in Father's hunting jackets.
6 beans.
I wonder if
The
they're...
witch's beans. We'll take them with us.
No, you are not coming.
I know you are fearful of the woods at night.
The spell is on my house. Only I can lift the spell. The spell is on my house. No, you are not coming, and that is final. Now, what am I to return with?
You don't remember? The cow is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, the hair is yellow as corn, the slipper is pure as gold.
The cow is white as milk, the cape as red as blood, the hair is yellow.
And so the baker reluctantly set off to meet the enchantress's demands. As for Cinderella,
I still wish to go to the festival.
The cow is white as milk,
But how am I ever to get to the festival? I come only to Father's grace.
The slipper is pure as gold, the cow is cape, the slipper is pure as gold. Into the woods, it's time to go. It may be all in vain, you know. Into the woods, but even so, I have to take the journey. Into the woods, the path is straight, I know it well, but who can tell? Into the woods to lift the spell.
Into the woods to visit Mother.
Into the woods to fetch the thing.
To make the potion. Into the woods without regret, the choice is made, the task is set. Into the woods, but not forgetting why I'm on the journey. Into the woods to get our wish, I don't care how the time is now. Into the woods
To sell the cow.
into the woods to get the money.
Into the woods to lift the spell.
To make the potion.
Into the woods to grandmother's house. Into the woods to grandmother's house.
The way is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood. No need to be afraid there, there's something in the glade there. Into the woods without delay, but careful not to lose the way. Into the woods, who knows what may be lurking on the journey. Into the woods to get the things that makes it worth the journeying. Into the woods to see the king,
To sell the cow.
to make the potion, to see, to sell, to get, to bring, to make, to lift, to go to the festival, into the woods, into the woods, into the woods, and out of the woods, and home before dark.
Cinderella had planted a branch at the grave of her mother. She'd visited there so often, and she had wept so much, that her many tears had watered it until it had become a handsome grave.
I've been good and I've been kind, Mother, doing only what I learned from you. Why then am I left behind, Mother? Is there something more that I should do? What is wrong with me, Mother? Something must be wrong. I wish. What child? Specify. Opportunity is not a lengthy visitor, and good fortune like bad can befall when least expected. I wish. Do you know what you wish? Are you certain what you wish is what you want? If you know what you want, then make a wish. Ask a tree, and you shall have your wish. Shiver and quiver, little tree. Silver and gold throw down on me. I'm off to get my wish.
Quiet. Silence everywhere, Milky White. Not to my liking.
Hello, Jack.
How did you know my name?
First I am here, I seem mysterious.
But when explained, I am nothing serious.
Say that again?
On your way to market, you might have been long ago. Taking your time, Jack?
No, sir.
Is that the truth?
Well, as you see, sir, now I'm resting.
How much are you asking for that animal?
No less than 5 pounds.
Oh, now, Jack. Why such a sum?
Well, my mother told me that I should
Your
have-
mother? A boy your age? Why, Jack, you'd be lucky to exchange her for a sack of beans.
Well, I... Come along, Milky White. There's spirits here.
Good day, young lady.
Good day, Mr. Wolf.
Whither away so hurriedly?
To my grandmother's.
And where might your grandmother live?
Oh, a good quarter of a league further in the woods. Her house stands under 3 large oak trees.
Look at that flesh, pink and plump. Hello, little girl. Tender and fresh, not one lump. Hello, little girl. This one's especially lush, delicious. Hello, little girl. What's your rush? You're missing all the flowers. The sun won't set for hours. Take your time.
Mother said straight ahead, not to delay or be misled.
Slow, little girl. Hark and hush. The birds are singing sweetly. You miss the birds completely. You're traveling so fleetly. Grandmother first, then Miss Plump. What a delectable couple. Art of perfection, one brittle, one supple, one
Mother
moment, my
said, come
dear.
what may, follow the path and never stray.
Just so, little girl, any path, so many worth exploring. Just one would be so boring. And look what you're ignoring. Think of those crisp, pinching bones, then something fresh on the palate. Think of that scrumptious carnality twice in one day. There's no possible way to describe how you feel when you're talking to your meal.
Mother said not to stray, still I suppose a small delay. Granny might like a fresh bouquet. Goodbye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, little girl. And hello.
It's hard to come to the little girl in the red cape.
We'll get the little girl and get the cape.
You frightened me.
That's the cape. Get it. Get it. Get it.
How am I supposed to get it?
You go up to the little thing and you take it.
I can't take a cloak from a little girl. Why don't you take it?
If I could, I would, but I can't. Ah, my Rapunzel. Listen to her beautiful music. Get me what I need. Get me what I need.
This is ridiculous. I'll never get that red cape nor find a golden cow or a yellow slipper. Or was it a yellow cow and a golden slipper? Oh, no.
The cow is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, the hair...
What are you doing here now?
You forgot your scarf.
You have no business being alone in the wood. You have no idea what I've come upon here. You would be frightened for your life. Now go home immediately.
I wish to help.
The spell is on my house.
Our house.
Only I can lift the spell. The spell is on my house.
The cow is white as...
Milk. Hello there, young lad.
Hello, sir.
What might you be doing with a cow in the middle of the forest?
I'm on my way to market, but I seem to have lost my way.
And what are you planning to do there?
And what are you planning to do there?
Sell my cows for no less than 5 pounds.
5 pounds? Where am I to get 5 pounds?
She must be very generous of milk.
Yes, ma'am.
And if you can't get that price, then what are you to do?
I hadn't thought of that. I suppose my mother and I will have no food to eat.
This is the sum total.
Beans? We mustn't give up our beans. Well, if you feel we must.
Huh?
Beans will bring you food, son.
Beans in exchange for my cow?
Oh, these are no ordinary beans, son. These beans carry magic.
Magic? What kind of magic?
Tell him.
Magic that defies description.
My mother wouldn't
You'd
really...
be lucky to exchange it for a sack of beans.
How many beans?
6.
5. We can't part with all of them. Must save 1 for ourselves. Besides, I'd say they were at least £1 pound each.
Might I buy my cow back someday?
Well, possibly. There you go, young lad.
I guess this is goodbye, old pal. You've been a perfect friend. I hate to see us part, old pal. Someday I'll buy you back. I'll see you soon again. I hope that when I do, it won't be on a plate.
Take the cow and go home.
I was only trying to be helpful.
Magic beans. We've no reason to believe their magic. Are we going to dispel this curse through deceit?
No one, believe me, no one would have given him more for that creature. We did him a favor. At least now he and his mother will have some food to eat.
5 beans?
If you know what you want, then you go and you find it and you get it. Do
Home.
we want a child or not? And you give and you take and you bid and you bargain, or you live to regret it.
Will you please go home?
There are rights and wrongs and in-betweens. No one knows when fortune intervenes. And maybe they're really magic. Who knows? Why do what you do, that's the point. All the rest of it is chatter.
Look at her, she's crying.
And you do is pure in intent. If it's meant and it's just a little vent, does it matter?
Yes.
So what matters is that everyone tells tiny lies. What's important really is the size. Only 3 more tries, it will have a prize. In the end, inside you'll realize if the end is right, it justifies the beans.
Take the cow and go home. I will carry this out in my own fashion.
And so the baker continued his search for the cape as red as blood. As for Rapunzel, the witch was certain not to lose this beauty to the outside world. And so, shut within a doorless tower, they lay deep within the forest. When the old enchantress paid a visit, she called forth.
Rapunzel! Let down your hair to me.
Rapunzel? Rapunzel? What a strange name. Strange but beautiful. And fit for a prince. Tomorrow, before that horrible witch arrives, I will stand beneath her tower. And I will ask her to let her hair down to me.
Hello there, little one.
Hello.
Have you saved some of those sweets for Granny?
I ate all the sweets and half the loaf of bread.
My, what a beautiful cape. Where did you get it?
My granny made it for me.
Is that so? I would love to have a red cloak like this.
You look pretty foolish.
May I take a look at it?
Oh, I don't like to be without my cape. Please give it back.
I need it badly.
Give it back, please.
Go get the little girl and get the cape.
I wanted to make certain that you really love that cape. No, you go along to your grandmother's and make certain that no wolf comes your way.
I'd rather a wolf than you any day.
If you know what you need, then you go and you find it and you take it. Do I want a child or not? It's a cloak. What's a cloak? It's a joke. It's a stupid little cloak. And a cloak is what you make it. So you take it. Things are only what you need them for. What's important is who needs them more.
And so the baker with newfound determination went after the red cape. As for the little girl, she was surprised to find her grandmother's cottage door standing open.
Oh dear, how uneasy I feel. Perhaps it's all the sweets. A good day, Grandmother. My, Grandmother, you're looking very strange. What big ears you have.
Better to hear you with, my dear.
But Grandmother, what big eyes you have.
Better to see you with, my dear.
Oh my goodness, Grandmother, what large hands you have.
Better to hug you with, my dear.
Grandmother, what a big, wet, terrible mouth you have.
Better to eat to it.
And scarcely had the wolf said this, than with a single bound was devouring the little girl. Well, it was a full day of eating for both, and with his appetite appeased, the wolf took to bed for a nice, long nap.
That grandmother has a mighty snore. Odd. Where's the little one? Eating, no doubt. Or eating. Grandmother, ha! What's that piece of red cloth in the corner of your mouth? It looks to me to be a piece of... Aha! I'll get the cape from within your stomach. Well, I'll leave you to your task.
Don't you want the skins?
No, you can keep them.
What kind of a hunter are you?
I'm a baker.
Mother said straight ahead, not to delay or be misled. I should have heeded her advice, but he seemed so nice. And he showed me things, many beautiful things that I hadn't thought to explore. They were off my path, so I never had dared. I had been so careful, I never had cared. And he made me feel excited, well, excited and scared. When he said, come in, with that sickening grin, how could I know what was in store? Once his teeth were bared, though I really got scared, well, excited and scared, but he drew me close, and he swallowed me down a dark, slimy path. Well, I'd secrets that I never want to know, and when everything familiar seemed to disappear forever, at the end of the path was Granny once again. So we wait in the dark until someone sets us free, and we're brought into the light, and we're back at the start. And I know things now, many valuable things that I hadn't known before. Do not put your faith in a cape and a hood. They will not protect you the way that they should. And take extra care with strangers. Even flowers have their dangers, and though scary is exciting, nice is different than good. Now I know, don't be scared. Granny is right, just be prepared. Isn't it nice to know a lot? And a little bit not. make me another from the skins of the wolves.
Thank you. And so the baker, with this second article in hand, feeling braver and more satisfied than he ever felt, ran back through the forest. As for the lad Jack,
Only a dolt would exchange a cow for beans.
Mother! No!
Off the bed without supper for you.
Little did they know that those beans would grow into an enormous stalk that would stretch into the heavens.
Are you all right, miss?
Yes, I just need to catch my breath.
What a beautiful gown you're wearing. Were you at the King's Festival?
Yes.
Aren't you the lucky one? Whatever are you doing in the woods at this hour?
Sir, I hear something up ahead. Yes, something in the brush Have you seen a beautiful young woman in a ball gown to pass through?
I don't think so, sir.
I think I see her over there.
I've never lied to royalty before. I've never anything to royalty before.
Thank you.
If a prince were looking for me, I certainly wouldn't hide.
What brings you in the woods? And with a cow?
Oh, the cow. See my husband somewhere in the woods. He's undoing a spell.
Oh.
Oh, yes, now the prince, what was he like?
He's a very nice prince. And it's a very nice ball. And when I enter they trumpet.
And the prince.
The prince. Well, he's tall.
Is that all? Did you dance? Is he charming? They say that he's charming.
We did nothing but dance.
Yes?
And it made a nice change.
No, the prince.
The prince.
Yes, the prince.
He has charm for a prince, I guess.
Yes?
I don't meet a wide range, and it's all very strange.
Are you to return to the festival tomorrow eve?
Perhaps.
Perhaps. Oh, to be pursued by a prince. All that pursues me is tomorrow's bread. What I wouldn't give to be in your shoes.
Will you look over there? A giant vine growing next to that little cottage.
I mean slippers.
It looks like an enormous beanstalk rising into the sky.
As soon as I must get home. Wait, I need your shoe.
Hey! 1 midnight gone!
No one unties itself.
Sometimes the things you must wish for are not to be touched.
The harder to get, the better to have. Agreed.
Never wear mauve or pink. Or open your mouth!
The difference between a cow and a bean is a bean can begin an adventure.
Slouching spoons don't hold much soup. The prettier the flower, the farther from the path.
The closer the family, the closer to the wine.
1 midnight gone. The mouth of the wolf's not the end of the world.
A servant is not just a dog for prince.
Opportunity is not a lengthy visitor.
You may know what you need, but to get what you want, better see that you keep what you have.
1 midnight gone!
Sometimes I think you must wish for
1 midnight gone! 1 midnight gone! 1 midnight gone! 1 midnight gone! Into the woods! Into the woods! Into the woods and out of the woods and home before.
There are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible giants in the sky. When you're way up high and you look below at the world you left and the things you know, little more than a glance is enough to show you just how small you are. When you're way up high and you're on your own, the world like none that you've ever known, the sky is letting you, the stone you're free to do whatever pleases you. Exploring things you never dare, cause you don't care when suddenly there's a big, tall, terrible giant at the door. A big, tall, terrible lady giant sweeping the floor. And she gives you food and she gives you rest, and she draws you close to a giant breast, and you know things now that you never knew before. Not to the sky. Only just when you've made a friend and all you know she's big, but you don't feel small. Someone bigger than her comes along, a hard to swallow you for lunch. And your heart is letting stomach stone. You're really scared being all alone. And it's then that you long for the things you own, the world you love, and the will you own. The fun is done. You steal what you can and run, and you scramble down. You look all over the world begins to grow. The roof, the house, and your mother at the door. The roof, the house, and the world you never thought to explore. And you think of all of the things you've seen, and you wish that you could live in between. And you're back again, only different than before. After the sky, there are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible, awesome, scary, wonderful giants in the sky. Good fortune, sir. Good fortune. Look what I have. Here's 5 gold pieces.
5 gold pieces?
I had more, but Mother made me surrender them. She gave me those 5 to do with as I pleased.
Oh my!
Where's Milky White?
Milky White is back home with my wife.
Let's go find her.
Wait! I don't know that I wish to sell her quite yet.
You said I might buy my cow back.
Well, I don't know that 5 gold
Are you
pieces
saying
would...
that's not enough money?
More money is all
I can get more, I can get more. Wait right here, I'll go get more.
5 gold pieces. With this I could buy baking supplies for a year. I could buy a new thatched roof, and a new chimney.
Well, could you buy yourself a child?
Who are you?
My first day of fever, I seem delirious. That's but explained I am nothing serious. Now, would you buy yourself a child?
I don't understand.
How badly do you wish a child? Those 5 gold pieces? Maybe 10, 20?
I've not thought to put a price on it.
Exactly. You've not thought about many things, now have you, son?
Give me back that money, it's not yours.
Nor is it Jack's. This money's not what's important. What's important is that your wish be honored.
Come back here. Give me back Jack's... What are you doing here now?
I see you've the red cape.
Yes, I've the cape. We've 2 of the objects.
We've only one of the objects.
2. I've the cape and the cow.
You've the cape.
What have you done with the cow?
She ran away and I never reached home. I've been out looking for her all night.
I should have known better than to have entrusted her to you.
She might just as easily have run from you.
But she didn't.
But she might have.
But she didn't.
But she might
But she
have.
The cow is gone. Get it back. Get it back.
We were just going to do that. Here, I can give you this red cloak.
Don't give me that, fool. Have you no sense? My sweetness calls. By tomorrow's midnight, deliver the items and you'll wish you never thought to have a child.
I don't like that woman.
I'm really sorry I lost the cow.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have yelled. Now please go back to the village. I will make things right. Then we can just go about our lives. No more hunting about the woods for strange objects. No more witches or hungry little girls or dim-witted little boys. Go!
Ah, good brother. Father and I had wondered where you had gone.
I have been looking all night for her.
Her?
The beautiful one I danced the evening with.
Where did she go?
Disappeared like the fine morning mist.
She was lovely.
The loveliest.
I am not certain of that. I, too, have found a young maiden. She lives here in the woods.
The woods?
Yes, in the top of a tall tower that has no door or stairs.
Where?
2 leagues from here, due east, just beyond the mossy knoll.
And, how do you manage a visit?
I just stand beneath her tower and say, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair to me. Then she lets down the longest, most beautiful head of hair, yellow as corn, which I climb up to see her.
Rapunzel? Rapunzel? What kind of a name is that? You jest. I've never heard of such a thing.
I speak the truth. She is as true as your maiden. A maiden running from a prince. None would run from us.
Yet one has. Did I amuse her or show her disdain? Why does she run from me? If I should lose her, how shall I regain the heart she has won from me? Agony beyond power of speech, when the one thing you want is the only thing out of your reach.
High in her tower she sits by the hour, maintaining her hair. Blithe and becoming and frequently humming a light-hearted air. Agony, far more painful than yours, when you know she would go with you if there only were doors.
Agony, oh the torture they teach.
What's as intriguing
or half so fatiguing as what's out of reach? Am I not sensitive, clever, well-mannered, considerate, passionate, charming, as kind as I'm handsome and heir to a throne?
You are everything maidens could wish for.
Then why now?
Do I know
The girl must be mad.
you know nothing of madness till you're climbing her hair and you see her up there engineering her, all the while hearing her. Agony, misery, woe, now it's different for each.
Always 10 steps behind,
Always 10 feet below,
and she's just out of reach. Agony that can cut like a knife. I must have her to wife.
Two princes, each more handsome than the other. No, get the hair.
Excuse me, young woman. Have you encountered a boy about this tall in height, with a sunny, though occasionally vague disposition, answering to the name of Jack?
Not the one partial to the white cow.
He's the one.
Have you seen the cow?
No, and I don't care to ever again. Children can be very queer about their animals. You be more careful with your children.
I have no children.
That's okay, too.
Yes, I'm sorry, but I've not seen your son today.
Oh, I do hope he hasn't gone up that beanstalk again. Quit while you're ahead. That's what I say. Jack! Jack!
Looking for your cow?
Where did you find her? Hello?
What are you doing?
I'm here to make amends.
I want you to stay out of this, old man.
I'm here to see your wishes granted.
You've caused enough trouble. Keep out of my path. Please excuse me for this.
lodgings. Actually, they're not much suited for dancing either.
I'd say these slippers were as pure as gold.
They're all you could wish for in beauty.
What I wouldn't give for just one.
One isn't likely to do you much good.
Was the ball just as wonderful as last evening's?
Oh, it's still a nice ball.
Yes, and
they have far too much food.
No, the prince.
Oh, the prince.
Yes, the prince.
If he knew who I really was.
Oh? Who?
I'm afraid I was rude.
Oh? How?
Now I'm being pursued.
Yes,
and I'm not in the mood.
He must have really taken a liking to you.
I'm not much used to princes and castles and gowns.
Nonsense. Every girl dreams.
Look, sir, look! Yes, there she is.
I was fun,
And I must have your shoes.
Stop it!
I needed to have a baby.
I needed to get out of here.
Where did she go?
Who?
Don't play the fool.
Oh, you mean the beautiful young maid in the ball gown? She went to
I can capture my own damsel, thank you.
Where did he go?
Who?
The prince, of course.
Oh, the prince. He went in that direction, but you'll never reach them.
We would have if that mongrel with the cow hadn't molested us.
The cow?
Please, let me compare this color with that of your own. I thought you were returning home. I've had no luck.
You've the cow?
Yes, I've the cow. We've only 2 of the items.
3.
2?
3. Compare this to your corn.
Where did you find this?
I pulled it from a maiden in a tower.
3.
And I almost had the 4th, but she got away.
We've 1 entire day left. We can surely locate the slipper by then.
We? You mean you'll allow me to stay?
Well, perhaps it will take the 2 of us to get this child.
You've changed. You're daring. You're different in the woods. More sure. More sharing. You're getting us through the woods. If you could see your love battle started and much more open-hearted than I knew you to be.
It takes 2. I thought 1 was enough. It's not true. It takes 2 of us who came through. When the journey got rough, it took you. It took 2 of us. It takes care. It takes patience and fear and despair to change. Though you swear to change, who can tell if you do? It takes 2.
You've changed. You're thriving. There's something about the woods. Not just surviving. You're blossoming in the woods. At home, I feared we'd stay the same forever. And then out here, you're passionate, charming, considerate.
It takes 1 to begin, but then once you've begun, it takes 2 of you, it's no fun. But what needs to be done, you can do. When there's 2 of you, if I dare, it's because I'm becoming aware of us. As a pair of us, each accepting a share of what's there we've changed. We're strangers, I'm meeting you in the woods. Oh my, what dangers, I know we'll get past the walls. And once we're past, let's hope the changes last. Beyond woods, beyond witches and slippers and woods. Just the 2 of us, beyond lies. Safe at home with a beautiful prize. Just a few of us, it takes trust. It takes just a bit more and we're done. We want 4, we had none, we've got 3. We need 1, it takes 2. Oh.
Oh, Providence, my milk right. And the owners, and
A golden egg.
A golden egg? I've never seen a golden egg.
You see, I promised you more than the 5 gold pieces I already gave you.
5 gold pieces?
And now I'm taking my cow.
5 gold pieces?
No, I never took. You gave.
You took the 5
You
gold
took
pieces.
5 gold pieces?
You said I might buy my cow back.
No, I never said that.
Where are the 5 gold pieces?
I know the man took them from me.
You took the 5
You
gold
wanted
pieces.
any money before a child?
You have... Oh, God! Milky White is dead!
Two!
Midnight's gone. Wanting a ball is not wanting a prince.
Near may be better than far, but it still isn't there.
Near may be better than far, but still isn't there.
The ball.
So far.
You can never love somebody else's child.
2 midnight's gone.
The way you love your own.
The prince.
Greatest prize is often lying at the end of the glorious path.
2 minutes gone. 2 minutes gone.
2 minutes gone, and the exhausted baconer's wife buried the dead Milky White.
You must go to the village in search of another cow.
And what do you propose I use to purchase this cow?
Here. Tell them it's magic.
No person with a brain much larger than this is going to exchange a cow for a bean.
Then steal it.
Steal it? Just 2 nights ago, you were accusing me of exercising deceit in securing the cow.
Then don't steal it and resign yourself to a childless life.
I think it's best you go for the cow, as I have met a maiden with a golden slipper these previous eves, and I think I might get one of her shoes.
Fine. Fine. That is simply fine.
Unfortunately for Rapunzel, the witch discovered her affection for the prince before he could spirit her away.
What did I clearly say? Children should listen. No, no, please. What were you not to do? Children should see and learn. Why could you not obey? Children should listen. What have I been to you? What would you have me be? Handsome like a prince. Ah, but I am old, I am ugly, I embarrass you. No. You are ashamed of me. No. You are ashamed. You don't understand.
It was lonely atop that tower.
I was not company enough.
I am no longer a child. I wish to see the world. Don't you know what's out there in the world? Someone has to shield you from the world. Stay with me. Princes wait there in the world, it's true. Princes, yes, but wolves and humans too. Still, I am home, where there could love you more than I. What out there that I could not supply? Stay with me. Stay with me. The world is dark and wild. Stay a child while you can be a child. With me.
I gave you protection and yet you disobeyed me.
No.
Why didn't you tell me you had a visitor? I will not share you, but I will show you a world you've never seen. No! Please, no!
When is a white cow not a my white cow?
I don't know. Leave me alone.
Haven't I left you alone long enough?
Your questions make no sense, old man. Go away.
In need of another cow?
What a lovely cake.
Stay away from my cake or I'll slice you into 1,000 bits.
I was just admiring it. Gee.
My granny made it for me from a wolf that attacked us. And I got to skin the animal. And best of all, she gave me this beautiful knife for protection.
Well, look what I have, a golden egg.
Where'd you get that egg?
I got it from the kingdom of the giants up in the sky. I got there by climbing up a beanstalk, and if you think this is something, you should see the most beautiful harp they have up there. It plays the most beautiful tunes without you even having to touch it.
Of course it does. Why don't you go up to that kingdom right now and get it and bring it back and show me?
I could.
You could not.
I could.
You could not, Mr. Liar.
I'm not a liar. I'll get that harp. You'll see.
After casting out Rapunzel to a remote desert, the witch returned to take the prince by surprise. And as he leapt from the tower, the thorns into which he fell pierced his eyes and blinded him. As for Cinderella, she returned from her final visit to the festival.
He's a very smart prince. He's a prince who prepares, knowing this time I'd run from him. He spread pitch on the stairs. I was caught unawares, and I thought, well, he cares. This is more than just malice. Better stop and take stock while you're standing here stuck on the steps of the palace. You think, what do you want? You think, make a decision. Why not stay and be cold? You think, well, it's a thought. What would be his response? Well, and what if he knew who you were when you know that you're not what he thinks that he wants? And then what if you are what a prince would envision? Although how can you know who you are till you know what you want, what you don't? So then which do you pick? Where you're safe out of sight in yourself, but where everything's wrong? Or where everything's right and you know that you'll never be long? Well, whichever you pick, do it quick, cause you're starting to stick to the steps of a palace. It's your birthday decision. The choice isn't easy to make. To arrive at a ball is exciting and all once you're there, though it's scary. And it's fun to sleep and you know you can leave, but you have to be wary. There's a lot that's at stake, but you stall long enough because you're still standing stuck on the stump on the step. Better run along home and avoid the collision. Even though they don't care, you'll be better off there where there's nothing to choose, so there's nothing to lose. So you pry up your shoes, then from out of the blue, and without any guide, you know what your decision is, which is not to decide. You'll just leave him a clue. For example, a shoe, and then see what he'll do. Now it's he and not you who is stuck with the shoe in the glue, in the stew, and you've learned something too, something you never knew on the steps of the palace. Get away from me! Please hear me out. We have nothing to discuss. You attacked me once before. I did not attack you. I attacked your shoe. I need it. Here is a magic bean in exchange for it. Magic bean? Nonsense. Don't do that. Don't you know anything about magic beans? I've already lost one shoe this evening. I can't bear to lose another. I need that shoe to have a child. That makes no sense. Does it make sense that you're running from a prince? Stop! Here, take my shoes. You'll run faster.
was that woman?
I don't know.
Lying will cost your life.
I'm the cow.
The slipper we've all for.
I will take this to the prince, and tomorrow we will search the kingdom for the maiden who will fit this shoe.
It's mine. I don't care if it costs me my life.
What was that noise?
Sir, just a bolt of lightning in a far-off kingdom.
How dare you take off and search without me?
My apologies, sir. I thought
Enough of what you thought. I employed a ruse and had the entire staircase smeared with pitch. And there, when she ran down, remained the lovely maiden's slipper.
Brilliant.
I thought so. But it did create quite a mess when the other guests left.
And sir, I've succeeded in obtaining the other slipper.
Give her the slipper and all will come to a happy end.
Who are you, old man?
When first I appear, I seem diligent.
Shut up.
Do as he says. He's obviously a spirit of some sort. And besides, we only need one.
Yes.
There's a dead giant in my backyard! I heard Jack coming down the beanstalk, calling for his axe, and when he reached the bottom, he took his axe and began hacking away at the beanstalk. Suddenly, with a loud crash, the beanstalk fell to the ground. But there was no Jack. For all I know, he's been crushed by the ogre.
Worrying will do you no good. If he's safe, well then, he's safe. But if he's been crushed, there's nothing we can do now, is there? Well, I must be off before tomorrow's search is to commence.
Doesn't anybody care that a giant has fallen from the sky?
The third midnight is near. You've all the objects?
Yes.
That cow doesn't look as white as milk to me.
Oh, well, she is. She is.
That cow has been covered with flour.
We had the cow as white as milk. Honest, we did.
Then where is she?
She's dead.
We thought you'd prefer a live cow.
Of course I prefer a live cow. So bring me the dead one and I'll bring her back to life.
You could do that?
Now!
There you are! I've been worried sick about you.
Oh, look, the most beautiful harp.
You have stolen too much. You could have been killed coming down that plant.
She's too heavy.
What's happening? Milky White! Now we have two friends, a harp and my cow.
Quiet. Feed the objects to the cow.
What?
You heard me. Feed them to the cow.
Fill this.
Here, give it to me. Surely milk for me. Come on, squeeze, pal.
Wrong ingredients. Forget about a child.
No! You wait one moment. We followed your instructions. One, that cow is as white as milk, correct?
Yes.
And two, that cape was certainly as red as blood, right?
Yes.
And three, the slipper.
Yes.
And four, we compared the hair to this ear of corn.
I pulled it from a maiden in a tower.
You what? What were you doing there?
I just happened to be passing by.
Don't you understand? I could not have touched the ingredient.
Oh!
The corn.
What?
Still hair of the corn. Pull from the ear and feet to the cow now quickly.
This had better work, old man, before the last stroke of midnight, or your son will be the last of your flesh and blood.
Son?
Now.
Yes, meet your father.
Father? Could that be you? I thought you died in a baking accident.
Son, I didn't want to run, but
She's milking! Into the cup, quickly! I don't understand.
son,
Father?
son,
Father? Are you all right?
all is repaired.
He's dead!
And so the mysterious man died, having helped end the curse in his house. As for the baker, there would be no reunion with his father, and so bewildered, he and his wife returned home. And Milky White, after a long night of severe digestion, was reunited with the now wealthy Jack. As for the prince, he began his search for the foot to fit the golden slipper. And when he came to Cinderella's house, Cinderella's stepmother brought the shoe to Florinda's room.
Careful, my toe! Darling, I know. What'll we do? It'll have to go, but when you're his bride, you can sit a bride. You'll never need to move.
The girl obeyed and swallowed her pain, and joined the prince to become his bride. Prince returned the false bride and asked the other sister to try on the shoe.
Well, when it fits, darling, be still. Cut off a bit of the heel at its will. When you're his wife, you have such a life, you'll never need to move.
The girl obeyed and swallowed her pain. But as she departed with the prince, he noticed the blood trickling from the shoe.
Have you no other daughters?
To which the woman replied,
No, just a little stunted kitchen wench which his late wife left behind. She is much too dirty. She cannot show herself.
I insist.
And when Cinderella presented herself and tried on the blood-soaked slipper, it fit like a glove.
This is the true bride.
I always wanted a son.
And much to the dismay of the stepmother and her daughters, the prince took Cinderella away to become his bride. Rapunzel, she bore twins and lived an impoverished life in the desert, until the day her prince, wandering aimlessly, heard a voice so familiar that he went towards it. And as he approached it, Rapunzel, overjoyed at seeing him, fell into his arms weeping. 2 of her tears wetted his eyes, and their touch restored his vision. And the witch, who was punished with age and ugliness the night her beams were stolen and the lightning flashed, was now returned to her former state of youth and beauty.
I was going to come fetch you as soon as you learned your lesson.
Who are you?
Surely you remember.
Mother?
This is who I truly am. Come with me. You can be as happy as we once were.
She will not go with you.
Let her speak for herself. You're the only family I know. Come with me, please. You give me no choice.
As is often the way in these tales, in exchange for youth and beauty, the witch lost her power over others. When the wedding with the prince was celebrated, Lucinda and Florinda attended, wishing to win favor with Cinderella and share in her good fortune. But as his sisters stood by the blessed couple, pigeons swooped down upon them and poked out their eyes, thus blinding them.
Thank you for the slipper.
I didn't think I'd wed a prince.
I didn't think I'd ever find you.
I didn't think I could be so happy.
And it came to pass, all that seemed wrong was now right. The kingdoms were filled with joy, and those who deserved to were certain to live a long and happy life. Ever after. Ever after. Journey over, all is mended, and it's not just for today, but tomorrow, and extended. Ever after. Ever after. Other curses having ended, the reverse is wiped away. All is tenderness and laughter, for forever after.
Happy now and happy hence and happy ever after.
There were danger, fright, and confusion,
but we did
the
it.
paths would often swerve.
We did not.
There were conflicts,
It's amazing
disillusion,
that we did
but
it.
they never lost their nerve.
Never lost.
And we reached the right conclusion.
And we got what we deserve. Not sorrow, tenderness and laughter. Joy today and bliss tomorrow and forever after.
I was greedy.
I was vain.
I was haughty. I thought we were happy. It was fun when we were blind. Then we went into the woods to get our wish, and now we're really blind.
I was perfect. I had everything but beauty. I had power. And I dawned like a flower in a tower. Then I went into the woods to get my wish, and now I'm ordinary. Lost my power and my flower. I'm unhappy now, unhappy hence as well as ever after. Happyou.com has been worthy of our discontent. To be happy and forever, you will see your wish come true.
Don't be careful, don't be clever, when you see your wish pursue. It's a dangerous endeavor, but the only thing to do.
Don't fearful, don't sleep, don't sleep, you may lose. Don't laugh, you may go slow. Don't sleep, don't talk, so you say you must not swear, you may so slow. Don't sleep, don't talk, so you say you must not swear, you may so slow. You must, you be sad, you rush, you can't just wish, not to get your wish. You go into the woods where nothing's clear, where witches, ghosts, and wolves appear. Into the woods and through the fear, you have to take the journey. Into the woods and down the dell, in vain perhaps, but who can tell?
Into the woods to live the spell,
Into the woods to lose the longing,
into the woods to have the
to
child,
wed the prince,
to get the
to
money,
save the house,
to kill the wolf,
to find the father, to have, to work, to get, to save, to kill, to keep, to good, and most of all into the woods. Into the woods, into the woods, and out of the woods.
to be continued.
And happy